Hello again, friends. Welcome to another edition of Beavertown Outdoors. I'm John, and today we're going to deal with this thing that's shining on me, the sun. So, my last video, you saw me processing wood, and one of the things we don't deal with a whole lot here in Michigan in the winter is the sun. It gets pretty cloudy here. Once upon a time, Michigan was ranked one of the top worst winters of anywhere in the country just because of the lack of sun, not because we're the coldest. But anyway, so got me to thinking when I was processing wood that sun's going to be an issue. Just standing out here running the processor, doing that in the sun is, I mean, if you haven't seen before, well, there's not much there left, but I got my redheads. So, hey, one of our least favorite things in the world as redheads is the sun. We're not friends. So, my thought is, need to find a way to protect myself from the sun, but also, they recommend that the processor not sit out in the rain, without some kind of covering. And I've been putting a tarp on it, and that's worked out okay, but, it's one more thing to deal with before you get going. So my thought is, I've done this before, previous videos you've probably seen, I had the splitter under a pop-up shelter. Well, we had an ice storm. Actually, it wasn't an ice storm. I was being a little careless with rolling logs in with the tractor, and I bent the leg, and the top was getting pretty tore up anyway, so it was getting on towards time. It was cheap $50 Harbor Freight special, which served its purpose. But anyway, so I got another one. This one, I think this came from Costco. This is actually a 12 by 12. The ones I had before was a 10 by 10. It didn't sit up so high, so I had to kind of duck to get underneath it when I was moving out and around the splitter. So this one's a 12 by 12, and I believe this one sits a little higher, so should be able to get all the way around as I need to. Now the trick's going to be how to set this up without having the leg on this side out of the way, in the way, when I load logs. So I think the best thing we can do is let's get this set up. Let's get it out here positioned and figure out what the best position is going to be. So stay tuned. I'm going to get it opened up and let's start putting it together. Alright, so I got it out of the box, and that's how it comes, in a nice little convenient wheelie bag that I guess if you're transporting this around, this would be quite handy. But yeah, I'm not probably going to move this very much. So we got instructions, some stakes. Alright, those are great. Get this out of the bag here. Alright, so we got the frame, and now this is not supposed to need a whole lot of assembly. This must be there's the cover. There's the cover, white cover. The bag has another opening in it. Okay. So apparently it's expandable. All right, good. All right, so I guess we'll read the instructions and I'll figure them out and we'll be back. Okay, so after reviewing the instructions for a minute, first thing it tells you to do for the first setup is to get the canopy onto the frame. So it says grab a leg and spread this out a little bit, like thusly. That's great. You got a little bit of dirt in the Velcro already. That'll make it work so much better. And then we take the cover and unfurl it. It's like I'm folding a map. Alright, so we got a corner. We got a corner here. Let's go over. And 12 by 12, so I guess any two corners will work. There's another corner. So what I'm going to do is just try to put this over it without, hopefully without tearing it. Okay, so I got 4 corners on this. And the way I understand it, let's open this, let's get this draped over the top so we don't tear it. I mean, this is brand new. I'd rather not tear it up right out the gate. Alright. And then I guess we just pull it open, eh? Out of the way. Move you guys over here. Maybe get a better view of what I'm doing. Okay. So I think I gotta get in this thing. And push up. Oh, it's growing. It's supposed to lock in. There it goes. All right. So that's that. That was fairly simple. Okay. So I think what's left to do is inside. So let's move inside. All right, so now we're inside, and now that I got the cover on here, I'm gonna fasten these little hold downs. Oh, this side needs to go over the. There we go. We'll fasten these little Velcro tabs into here. This should hold it. Keep the cover fairly secure. Okay, and one more. There we go. All right. So now we got that. This is locked in. That was fairly simple. I won't argue with them on that. So now what we gotta do is let's, I guess, lift the legs up, because obviously this isn't going to be the height we're going to work at. And then I might have to get some assistance to move this into position. Alright, so we got it lifted up. This is actually its lowest setting. Yep. So what we're going to need to do excuse me, is walk this so it ends up on the other side of the processor. And yeah, we'll get that. Alright, so my assistant didn't want to be on camera, but we got it set up and moved over so that the legs are on the other side of the processor. And now I'm just going to kind of maneuver it into its final position. So we got the shelter in place, got it where we want it to be, and it's, as you can see, it's doing its job, keeping me out of the sun. But so this will protect from the rain, but if we get a bunch of wind, you might be asking yourself, well, how are we going to keep it from blowing away? That's where these come in. Auger anchors. I'm going to put a couple in, and we'll use some ratchet straps to hold this down, and hold it down to the anchor straps. So that in the past has done just fine, keeping these from blow away. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so the trick to this is find a place that's out of the way, and close to it. Let's put it right down there, and you just stick them down there, get them started. And once they start digging in, grab a pry bar you start digging them in. Okay, so last thing to do is to secure this down, and I put the stakes in. We got the anchors in. So what I'm going to use are just some cheap ratchet straps. I've had these for a long time. Actually, I've used these for the old Canopy that I used to use. So I'm just going to put these on, and we're going to fasten it down. So when you fasten this down, you don't want to make it so tight that it actually damages this. All you want to do is just have it tight enough that it's secure and doesn't start moving. Okay, so like that. That's enough. There's enough tension on there. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to start moving. That's all you need to do. You don't need to reef these down. If you do that, you're going to damage the tent. So, damage the canopy. We'll put the other two on, and we'll be all set. All right, last one. All right, guys. So we got the shelter up. It's nice and secure. Going to keep the sun off me for the most part. Running the processor in the sun, and it'll keep the rain off it. Keep rain off the areas that that range road suggests that you not be out in the rain. So it's going to do what we need to do. You know, this will get us through the summer and into the fall, winter time. By then we'll have to figure out something else, but this will do for now. Well, if you like this, if you like what you saw, please check out my other videos. Please like and subscribe. Got over 100 other videos for you guys to check out. I hope you will. But until next time, till then, take care of each other. Be good, stay safe, and I'm out.